Well, you're watching the news at 9 here on SABC News. Thank you very much for staying with us. Now, the DA is consulting its legal team in a bid to set aside the Public Protector's report into the controversial Estina dairy farm in Vrede in the Free State. While the report highlighted maladministration, advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane made no adverse findings against the Gupta family, who allegedly benefited from the multi-million rand project. Now, DA leader Mmusi Maimane joins us on the line now from Cape Town. Good evening to you, Mr. Maimane. Thank you very much for your time. Now, you've called the report a whitewash. Will you be taking action against it?
Good evening, and we will certainly take action against it. We believe that having been to Vrede, having met the farmers, these were South Africans who were called by Mmusi and were told that, in fact, they'd be beneficiaries of this farm. And it became very clear that money was laundered through Dubai and helped finance the Gupta wedding. Now, if there's money laundering and there's corruption, there are people who are corrupt and are corrupting, and it's quite extraordinary that there'd be a report that exonerates even Estina and the Gupta family, and therefore we cannot, in a society such as this one, have a public protector report that simply fails to do its job. In fact, when I read the report, you realize that it is only on the basis of part of the complaint that we put forward and doesn't substantiate further. Otherwise, there'd be no point in having a public protector investigation.
No, but the public protector says basically she did not investigate the Gupta's involvement due to, among other reasons, financial constraints.
That is woefully inadequate. Can you imagine if tomorrow the police said they would never investigate a crime because we just simply don't have enough detectives, even though you can prove quite clearly a murder took place or whatever the case is? When I met with the public protector, she raised the same concern about the lack of resources. But it's been this report, the initial complaint was laid as early as 2014. Today is 2018. In the last number of years, can we sit back and simply say, well, frankly, she doesn't have any resources, therefore we must not investigate? I find that woefully inadequate, and I think that the sooner we not only remove the current public protector from office, we need to get to the bottom of ensuring that those who are involved in this.
Mr. Maimane, I don't want to let you go before I do ask you. I know that you've been in a federal council meeting. Did you discuss the current impasse surrounding Mayor Patricia de Lille?
Yeah, that has been a discussion, and certainly as a party where we believe that we're finding a way to settle the matter, and I certainly as a party never have shied away from accountability of any individual in the organization.
But why, Mr. Maimane, if I could just interject there, why has the DA as a party not taken disciplinary action against de Lille? Because she's clearly defied the party, and you can see that there is definitely a relationship breakdown between the DA and its mayor.
Well, I think that's incorrect. We have charged her against violating our constitution, and certainly that investigation is on its way. We have removed delegations from the mayor, certainly around the water crisis, so that we can focus on delivering water for the citizens. And furthermore, where there's been other allegations, those are currently under investigation.
And the court case itself, are you able to shed some light on that for us?
The court case that is coming up now has everything to do with the voting process that will take place in council, and it's got, in fact, it's not within the jurisdiction of the court to determine how a council operates around certain procedures. That was certainly made clear in the UDM judgment, and certainly we'll be looking forward to seeing what happens in court.
Before I let you go, Mr. Maimane, now the DA elective conference comes up in April. Are you standing for re-election as party leader?
Absolutely. We've managed to grow the organization, and I certainly feel when nominations come through, we'll be available and we'll keep going. I mean, it's entirely as part of the function of democracy that congresses must come, and we certainly are available to serve.
DA leader Mmusi Maimane joining us there from Cape Town. Thank you very much for your time. Well, that's where we'll wrap it up. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Well, actually, enjoy the rest of what's going to be a new week, Aldrin.
Yes, indeed. Well, we leave you with visuals of that historic moment back in 1990. Good night.